April 14, 1912, 11:40 p.m. The RMS Titanic, the largest ship ever built, is sailing through the North Atlantic at nearly full speed. On board, 2,224 people are sleeping, dining, dancing. In 2 hours and 40 minutes, over 1,500 of them will be dead. This is what happened in those final hours, minute by minute. Throughout the day, the Titanic had received 6 iceberg warnings from nearby ships. 6. The wireless operators, Jack Phillips and Harold Bride, were overwhelmed with passenger messages. When the final warning arrived from the SS Californian at 11 p.m., Phillips cut off the transmission. He had too many messages to send. Captain Edward Smith was aware of the danger, and yet the ship maintained its speed. White Star Line was eager to arrive in New York ahead of schedule. Some historians believe there was pressure from the company's chairman, who was on board. The sea that night was unusually calm. Ironically, this made things worse. With no waves breaking against the icebergs, they were almost impossible to spot. 11:39 p.m. Lookout, Frederick Fleet, spotted something in the darkness ahead. An iceberg, enormous, silent, directly in their path. He rang the crow's nest bell 3 times. Emergency signal. He grabbed the telephone. Iceberg, right ahead. The officer on the bridge ordered an immediate hard turn. The engines were reversed, but at that speed, the Titanic needed over 700 meters to stop, and they had maybe 450. 11:40 p.m. The iceberg scraped the starboard side. To the passengers, it felt like a gentle shudder. Almost nothing. Some barely woke up. Below the waterline, 5 compartments were flooding. The ship had been designed to survive 4. While the crew assessed the damage, passengers began to realize something was wrong. In first class, Ida Strauss, wife of the co-owner of Macy's department store, was offered a spot in a lifeboat. She refused to leave without her husband Isidore. "Where you go, I go," she told him. They were last seen sitting together in deck chairs, holding hands. In third class, Irish immigrant Bridget Mulvihill was desperately trying to find her children. The gates separating third class from the upper decks were still locked. By the time they were opened, many had lost precious minutes. On the bridge, Captain Smith was silent. He had been planning to retire after this voyage. He never gave the order to abandon ship. Instead, he walked the decks, telling passengers to get into the lifeboats calmly. 2:17 a.m. The bow was fully submerged. The stern rose into the air. The lights flickered and went out. 2:20 a.m. The Titanic broke in 2. The bow sank instantly, dragging hundreds of people into water that was -2 degrees Celsius. In water that cold, you lose consciousness in roughly 15 minutes. In the lifeboats, survivors watched in silence. Most boats were only half full. Officers had been afraid to lower fully loaded boats, unsure if the davits would hold. Of 2,224 people on board, only 710 survived. The SS Californian, the ship whose warnings had been ignored hours earlier, was just 20 miles away. It could have arrived in time. Its wireless operator had gone to sleep at 11:30 p.m. The Titanic didn't sink because of bad luck. It sank because of decisions made over days, hours, and minutes by real people under real pressure. 6 warnings ignored, speed maintained, lifeboats half full, a ship 20 miles away, asleep. History rarely turns on a single moment. It turns on a series of small choices, each one seeming reasonable at the time. If you found this story compelling, subscribe. There are more stories like this one.